Hey, this is Matthew, and I'm doing another commentary. This game I thought was YouTube worthy, just because of a few moves that I pulled off. Um, but let's just get right into it. I played my normal E4 opening and just play, and from right here, I have a little bit better development, I believe, just because I end up moving this pawn forward, and it uh, gives a tempo to white. Um, just just now his bishop's really just pinned right here. And this from this position, I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna win this game fairly easy. Uh, but there are a few lines that come out that just sort of are a nuisance to me. He moves that pawn. I moves this pawn because I was planning for him to uh, I didn't want him to bring his bishop down to here because what I really wanted to do was bring this pawn up, and it would have trapped his bishop because he has no access along this diagonal. Obviously, he can't take this pawn because of my bishop. So I really wanted to take away the squares that his bishop had access to. Obviously, he does have this one square that I had in mind of maybe bringing my queen right here, but uh, he played his knight right here, and from this point I see a couple of good lines. I see one that his knight is unprotected, and my bishop, if ever I were to move this pawn, my bishop could come in and capture the knight, and I really wanted to try to exploit that weakness right there. Um, so I move this pawn up. Obviously, his bishop can still come to right here, but I wasn't really worried about that because I looked at it and I figured out that he can't move anywhere on this diagonal except for right here if I were to attack it after his bishop moved right to this uh, f5 square. So he moved it. I moved my knight here, and here I'm just offering a bishop for knight trade, and I had no problem with this because some people, including myself, believe that a bishop is worth more than a knight, and in an endgame, it's really hard to uh, get win with a knight just because it's limited to a parameter of squares. So the play continued. I just wanted to get the bishop, and I finally captured it. And now from this position, his rook has access to this h file, and I do have this open diagonal. Uh, Not really. It's really threatening my king safety. So I really have to develop this bishop and castle kingside as fast as possible, and while at the same time not losing a tempo. So I captured this, and I really didn't think about this move a lot, just because of time wise, because I also had another move coming in mind after he captured. Then I move my queen to right here, attacking his knight and attacking this pawn. And if we take a look at this position, I have this pawn right here, this pawn right here. He has a double pawns right here. His bishop is completely trapped for the present moment, and this bishop doesn't have a very good diagonal. But this bishop has a very nice diagonal that it can get into the action really quick. His queen has a diagonal, but I'm not really worried about that right now because there's no squares that he can really threaten me with right now. So, like I said, I'm attacking this knight and I'm attacking this pawn. And so my opponent just moved his knight back. This probably was a safe move by the looks of it. I didn't go real deep into this study of this one, but it protects the pawn and it gets the knight out of trouble. So it served its purpose. I developed my bishop. Uh, I probably should have developed my light bishop first, my light squared bishop first, just to castle and get better king safety. But that's not what I did. And now he moved his pawn up, and this does a couple of things. It allows access access to this diagonal right here, and it um, allows the move queen to h4 check, and I have no way to get out of this check. Um, I have no way to like. I suppose I could have moved there, but it would have just compromised my entire king side. And as you can see, my queen side is very vulnerable from this position. So I really didn't want to compromise my king safety by doing a move like that. And so now I move my bishop back just to deny this queen's to h4 move, and he moved to uh, g6, and what this does is it attacks this pawn and attacks the bishop, and I just decided to move it back. I didn't take a lot of time, which I probably should have, but it was a blitz game. So he captured, and I moved my bishop out of the way. Yeah, my bishop into the line, so I'm no longer in check. And now I can castle kingside, but he moves his bishop right here. And what this does is it doesn't allow me to castle kingside now, because then after I castle, which he could just bring his queen checkmate. But now I start to see a couple things. First, oh wait. First, this bishop is unprotected except by the queen. So if I can kick this queen off there, I can capture the bishop. If I have an attacker on it, which I do. I make a move. I make the move rook to d1, and this attacks the bishop, and it's on a good line. So now he castles. I can't castle now because this bishop is hanging. And now my queen is sort of like out of the action completely, so I do have to get involved. Um, so I move my rook right here, and this ends up being a very good move. But I don't see it till the next move. Um, he moves his pawn up, and now from this position, I believe this is what made it YouTube worthy. Um, my next move, I planned that I could capture this bishop right here from my next move, but what I failed to do was calculate a move that I did not see. So what happened was I moved this pawn up, and now his queen has limited access. As I said earlier, it was protecting this bishop. It is the only protector of the bishop. So that is his only move to still protect the bishop. And from now, I have to do another move because I move my rook back because it still my bishop is now attacking his queen. And I had planned this out, but what I failed to realize was this move right here, his queen to b4. And what it does, it puts me in check, and now I can no longer capture this bishop right here. So miscalculation by me, although I do not see all the moves in the game. So I capture, he captures, I'm in check, I move over, he moves right there. I exchange bishops just to get him have a doubled pawn, and from this position I believe I have better position, but I just wanted to show you guys that. Play continued. Um, there wasn't really anything threatening. I thought this was a good move too, just because it provides a solid move. He can't capture because my bishop could just work its way down in and protect this knight, attack the knight. So he moves over, I move my rook down, he moves over, I capture, and black is losing, but there's a couple of things that are going for him right now. He's attacking this, and from this move right here, I have big trouble. But from this position, I calculated that I had the win because I check, he moves, I move my bishop right here, and this is another good move because now after he takes his pawn, I move right here, and it looks like a checkmate. But the video's gonna have to come to an end. I did end up winning. If we go back just to look at this checkmate move, he can't move this pawn up, and I'm threatening checkmate right here. So I just thought this was worthy to upload. I haven't been doing real good in my chess, but I thought I should make this video just to help me get better. My chess ranking has fallen, so I guess I'll see you guys later. Um, the end game looks like this. Uh,